You know, stuff like this has me honestly wondering why dash cameras or some kind of internal mounted camera that can view outside has not been made a standard feature in vehicles, much like backup cameras were made in the early 2010s. Because stuff like this honestly makes me anxious whenever I drive my car outside, because I feel like, oh, people are going to see this thing that doesn't look like anything else, or in this case, I don't know what the context for this was, but, you know, let's just make this person's day bad. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpos, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more content like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Okie dokie, let's go. Join the movement. Help us #ban Father's Day. It hurts the feeling of many young children who have two moms. #yes all women. Okay, how about the children that have two dads then? You're gonna just spout this nonsense out into the world as if the people having two dads don't exist? This is that kind of stupid where you just need to restart your whole day. Caught on camera, an Uber Eats driver out on a delivery call in Studio City is seen picking up a man's beloved cat, Hog, and placing in the back of her car before walking out of frame to finish her food delivery. The cat has not been returned. You sure you're just gonna on your food delivery see a cat and a pig and just say, okay, give me them? Can we all just come to a general rule of thumb, general agreement, that kind of stuff, to not steal animals? We are all tired of your yapping dog. We even know when you are not home. If you don't do anything to shut that MF dog's mouth, I will. I know you don't give an F about anyone's peace of mind, so I'm going to start effing with yours. You don't give an F about anybody. I don't give an F about you and your dog. You will see. Mad as heck, and I'm going to do something about it. But the response is even better. Dear lame anonymous note leaving B, I knocked on every door on the second floor and couldn't find you. Bring your scary butt to this location between the hours of 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and do what you say you're gonna do. I'd love to see it actually. When I see you, I'm smacking piss out of you, and whoever you're with, please come to my house again today. I'm waiting. I will say this, I'm pretty certain both parties are just a bit POS equally. You have the person that has the typed out text and they're threatening to do something to the dog, and then you also have the person who responded saying, I'm not going to do anything, and come by and try to do it. Now, the first note could have been done in a much lighter note, and for the person in the response part, if that dog is actually yapping like constantly, it's not going to be nice for anybody whatsoever. I've had to deal with yappy dogs at my work, and I have owners that will constantly, and I mean constantly, let their dog do their thing, and honestly, their justification is that it is a small dog. Like, most of the time I see this, it is a Yorkie, and I've come up with a little mental bar graph that the smaller the dog is, the more likely it is to yappy like crazy. And anybody who says that, oh, their dog doesn't do that, I'm just going by a general average rule of thumb. Like, the odds of it happening are more common with smaller dogs. If you have a dog, like, please do not let it be yapping and scratching on everything and trying to do what it wants, because at that point, the dog is training you. But again, just because the dog is loud, please do not do any type of threatening letters. It's not going to be good for anyone. If this is not your bike, please stop destroying it. If it is not your bike, you do not have permission to touch it. You don't know who it could belong to. It's perfectly fine where it is. Thanks. What really is unfortunate is that's probably a little kid's bike, so you kind of just ruin their day if you're 5 seconds of your serotonin levels going up because you feel a little bit of enjoyment out of ruining somebody else's day. So serotonin or dopamine, I always get the two mixed up, the happy feeling one. Nah, I'm having a bad day, so I'm gonna make everyone else's as bad as I can. This person is an effing liar. They deserve to be punched. Deal with it. Hey, the good old second grade logic of I'm having a bad day, so everyone else has to have a bad day too. You would honestly think that a lot of people would grow out of that by the age of 10, but you know what? This is the surprising world we live in today. Guys, I registered to donate my liver. Guys, it's not fake, as I'm doing it. That's it. A few months ago, I decided to register to be able to give a part of my liver so that it is grafted on a patient. If FYI, the liver is the only organ that can be given only a part, since it regenerates itself once grafted. So I decided to take action, and I made contact with the specialized service in there. Throughout this year, I followed absolutely all of the steps, meeting with psychologists, medical exams, meeting with the doctors, surgeons to know how it will happen. Apparently, it was longer than usual, but since I'm young, they did not want it to be something I could regret later. Frankly, that to help professionals for the accompaniment, they held me by the hand during all the procedures and were super persistent. It warmed my heart. They congratulated me many times, pointing out to me that thanks to me, the life of a sick person would certainly be totally changed, and that he or she would live again normally. It was amazing to feel useful at this point. And then here today, finally, I had the long-awaited phone call. The person in charge of my file told me that they had a patient to graft, and that the operation would take place on July 13th. We had a long talk on the phone. I still received congratulations, word of support. It was beautiful. My interlocutor really considers me as a savior. Except he does not know a thing. I do not intend to report to the hospital on the day of the operation. From the beginning, I followed all of this procedure just to get to that moment. The moment when the patient and his family are relieved, happy, and tell themselves that everything will finally be fine in their life. Darn wrong. I dare not even imagine the face they will do when they go to see the minutes. Then the hours go by after the appointment time on July 13th, when they will try to reach me and constantly falling on my answering machine registered for the occasion. Do they really believe that I will give up a tip of my liver for free? Just by telling you that, I'm already dead laughing, imagining the scene in the hospital room before the patient. LOL. In short, guys, I registered to give up my liver, but they will have nothing at all. Your opinion? Well, I am honestly legitimately hoping this was fake, but considering that there was a YouTube video link to a video that was unfortunately either made private or taken down, I'm quite concerned on this. And I don't know if there's actually a list to blacklist people from being donors, but this guy would definitely be one of the first people on that list. It's one thing if a donor backs out at any time because something came up. It's another thing if you legitimately sign up and do all the procedures, get to the last moment, and then intentionally back out just to laugh. And I legitimately hope that if there is any ever time in the future where you are in the same situation as that person who needed a transplant, that the same happens to you, so you can know exactly how that family felt. Florida man, of course, allegedly pulls a pew-pew on a Starbucks employee over a botched order, but not on just any employee. He just wanted some cream cheese for the bagel. But when a Florida man allegedly pulled a pew-pew on a Starbucks drive-thru irate over a botched order, he unwittingly brandished a firearm at the local police chief's daughter.
You done fucked up now!
Yeah, that's gotta be like one of the biggest overreactions of the century. All of this just over cream cheese. Anybody that is buying stuff from anybody having to work a cashier or behind a counter, like, you gotta show them some respect. I've had a dude want to fight me, like, legit, step outside because I told him to pick up his dog's leash because he was letting his dog walk around the store. I have people that can vouch for that, and, like, it is just nonsense. Real piece of C, former assistant principal, admits filming daughter's naked friend from outside bathroom window after blaming his 9-year-old son. Yeah, I still remember in high school, me and like every other guy in our grade was confused as can be as to why the guys were allowed to wear tank tops, like the shirtless sleeves and stuff, while the girls couldn't. And honestly, the more I see stuff like this, the more I'm starting to think that probably wasn't geared towards the male students. Like, this is actually really concerning when you think about it. Don't put that on camera. Teen couple accused of offing a girl's father seen in video joking about the murder. Day 3 after murdering Thanks, buddy. Whoa, don't put that on camera. God, Jesus. Days after allegedly offing and attempting to dismember her own father, a Las Vegas teenager and her boyfriend recorded a video in which they joked about the murder. I honestly legitimately hope that they are charged as adults, because I'm fairly certain that is life in prison. And how stupid do you have to be to not only do it in the first place, but joke about it and try to have a good laugh or chuckle about it afterwards? And I legitimately hope that both of you have the harshest of punishments put on you, because I'm fairly certain that the axe, guillotine, or electric chair are not legal in most areas, so the next best thing is life in prison. And I hope that you both get that. Because I saw videos of their dad that made TikToks, and the entire time all he's done is he is just somebody who wanted everybody to be happy and was the definition of a good father. And actually reminds me a lot of my dad, whom I had just celebrated Father's Day with the day before recording this. So this whole thing with the two people that are just in this post, and the dad, the story behind the dad, it hit me on a sour note, because I honestly do not understand what would want someone to want to do this kind of thing, especially to someone else who just wanted everyone else to be the best that they can be, and just to be happy. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more content like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.